Well, what we have here is a Diamondback 380, the DB380, and I purchased it with the idea that my wife might want to conceal carry it. It was a good price, good little gun, purchased it new. If nothing else, I thought maybe it'll be my backup gun, or I might want to conceal carry it. And we've put about 200 rounds through it to this point, of 3 different types of ammunition. One type of ammunition we'll show it running, it has a lot of problems with. The other type of ammunition we ran in it, we had a couple of malfunctions, and I want to like this gun. Not just because, of course, I bought it and paid for it. I got a lot of guns that I got for collector's reasons, or guns that don't run well, or that are frustrating, that are just, just because I wanted them. So it's certainly not going to hurt my feelings to decide that this isn't reliable and I don't want to carry it. But I would really like this particular firearm because it seems to have a good reputation out there. And so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this one right now. We'll insert a few video clips of the first couple of 100 rounds. We did do a few videos of that, some of the problems that we were having with it. But if you're not familiar with this firearm, it's called the Little Glock or the Mini Glock. It's Glock-like in its design. The takedown is very similar. You pull it, of course it's been cleared. You just pull the slide back a little bit. You do have to pull both sides down here. The slide comes right off. What I'm not entirely convinced of, because it is fairly difficult to rack the slide. Neither my daughter nor my wife can rack the slide on it pretty much at all. And I'm going to keep trying to run it a little bit. I'm just not thoroughly convinced that there's either not a problem with the spring or some other problem. Maybe this is the wrong one that was on here by the manufacturer. I don't know. This is the only one I've had any experience with, and so far, if I wasn't trying to like this firearm, I would have just said, forget that, and sold it. Move it on, because right now I just can't trust it. Got a couple of different types of ammo we're going to try here today, firing it, and before I do give up on it, just going to try. But the little Taurus TCP 380 that my wife carries, it eats all the ammo that we put through it. Nothing along the lines of the malfunctions that we've had with this particular firearm. We've tried 3 different magazines at this point. So, but I did want to go ahead and show it to you and let you see it. We're going to try some different ammo, try a few things, see if we can work out what's going on with it. Once I give up on trying to figure it out, of course, we'll send it back to the manufacturer and give them a shot at figuring it out and see what they kind of do from there. But I'm going to show it to you today. We're going to start with the Magtech 95 grain here, full metal jacket. Failed to feed. It's chambered. It's as if the slide didn't come all the way back with this one. Same problem, failed to feed. It does not have a slide hold back. That's a bit of an aggravation, but not that big of a deal, I guess. And it's not that I have trouble with it, maybe having a little bit of trouble with this particular ammo being bad ammo. But we've run this in the Taurus 380 with no trouble. We haven't had anywhere near the malfunctions that we've had here. And one of the requirements that I have to my concealed carry to carry a particular firearm is that it's going to, first of all, put 500 trouble-free rounds downrange. Won't carry a firearm I've not run 500 rounds through without any problems. And second, it's going to run multiple types of ammo trouble-free, provided that ammo runs in other firearms trouble-free. So the fact that this runs in the TCP 380 or 738, the Taurus, without any problems means that I expect it to run in here before I'm going to trust this firearm. Now, while it has the most trouble with the Magtech, I've seen malfunctions with Federal as well. And today we're going to try some PMC and see if we have any malfunctions with it. So, we've got another magazine, 6 more rounds of Magtech. We're going to see what we get with that. And I'm not particularly trying to aim or be accurate or anything. I'm just trying to put rounds through it right now. And I'm not even doing rapid shots. If I had to guess, I would say that the spring on this is just too tight. It's what it feels like, it's what it acts like. There it failed to pick up a round, which can happen for several reasons. Failed to load. Does not have a magazine safety. Demonstrate that. So you can count the malfunctions. I had to go back and count them in the video, but we fired 2 magazines, 12 rounds, and nothing's gone through clean. So let's try the PMC now. So we've had some malfunctions there. Okay, let's try a different magazine. Okay, different factory magazine. Didn't seem to make any change there. Failed to load. Well, I think at this point what I'm going to do is let the manufacturer have it back to take a look at it. And I can't trust this firearm.
Maybe it just doesn't like you. Because that worked fine.
Failed to feed.
Yep. Did it again. Now it's not working for me. And it did it again.
So what do you think of it?
Unreliable, for one.
Both of these feed through the Taurus with no trouble. But in this one, it's just a constant battle to keep it running. You never know when it's going to fail. So we'll have a future video to update you to see how it goes. But I think the next step here is to gather up the evidence, all the information, get it to the manufacturer, and see what they can do with it.